Anyways, it's now time for Quick Fix, people. For the people out there who aren't familiar what Quick Fix is, tell them what it's all about, Jazz. But before you do that, tell them who it's brought to them by.
For sure. So Quick Fix is brought to you by Pure24, pure natural supplements designed to enhance the body and mind. They make supplements affordably effective and easy to use. You can visit their website, pure24store.com. Their products ship worldwide. You can use the code THEFIX for 15% off all items. That's the code THEFIX for 15% off all items. The only gummies you need for a better life. Quick Fix is also brought to you by Prism Marketing Consultants, the public relations and media platform catering to the Caribbean diaspora. Now, Quick Fix is a roundup of the news that we've missed in the week, so we're gonna get started right now.
Yo, things go so smoothly there. So much smooth.
Don't trouble my friend.
I was just complimenting you, Jam.
Thanks, but don't trouble my friend. So, Jahshii versus Silk Boss. Big fire, Jahshii. So on July 19th, Silk Boss took aim at Jahshii in 2 diss tracks titled Facts and Runner. After Jahshii mocked Silk's motor vehicle, which appeared to be in need of repairs, on Instagram. A month later, Jahshii finally responds with a diss track aimed at Silk Boss titled Miggle Day. So the question is, have you guys heard the songs? And do you think there's an actual war brewing between the two?
Oh, Ari's looking at me first, like she wants to go first.
Like, you go first.
Alright, first of all, I want to start out with an apology to Jahshii.
Really?
Yeah, I want to start out with a sincere apology to Jahshii. I apologize if it's that you felt forced to put this out by the likes of myself and others out there.
Pterodon, call him name. Call him
Because
name.
all what go on this week, this feel forced, and yeah.
Why it take too long for response?
It take too long, and it's like at this point I don't really care. I don't really care. And if it's that this was made as a diss song towards Silk Boss, it's weak. As a bad man song, it's okay. But if it's that this was something that you spent a month to come up with, 1 month, and this is the best you could do to insult that youth, this is weak. So I apologize if it's that people like me did make you feel like you had to do this, because this feels forced.
Wow.
It feels like him just doing this to appease the people out there that been calling him to diss this youth and been calling him a runner and all these things. This is weak. The man could have just watched our interview and got so much material. So much. There's so much material out there. Yeah. And the best he could do is call the man a cruff. Yeah. I'm done for this though, yeah. I'm done.
Weak.
Weak, man, weak.
You love
weak.
war. And that you get. And that you get. Well, personally, like I listened to the song and I thought that it was just a regular run-of-the-mill gunman song. It was sufficient. I don't think it's horrible, but you're right in terms of a diss song. I particularly never got it as a diss song. Even though I know this is what the vloggers are trying to frame it as, I never hear anything specific towards Silk Boss.
There's a one line,
But again, okay, it's like a throwaway. So you call him name and it's like a throwaway. But like it's not a diss. What I mean, it's not a diss song directed at Silk Boss. So I'm just kind of use two bird. What is the saying?
Kill two birds with one stone.
Your Ari is intoxicated.
But him never really kill one of the birds. So it's just like a regular. It's like a regular song. So I feel like he was torn too, because I know he has his team saying to him, "Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it," and then he might try appease the fans and vloggers and everybody who had tried prep him into a war, and he's just like, man, what should I do? And then I guess him just try to find the middle ground, Miggle Day, and release this song.
Yeah, I think the most interesting thing to come out of this is the question of if it's that he's dissing Skeng. Because him do the boo come The sound effects thing them did I go
Them, yeah.
and them thing there and it name Miguel Day and
I'm gonna call some of y'all Mr. Fantastic. You guys
It's
stretch
reach.
and reach and
No, but him say yo him not part with a cokehead. So remember
So
say the
skip-
same part cokehead. I say him not part of a cokehead. So is it that he's saying yo my friend Skeng is not a cokehead or me not part with a cokehead the name Skeng?
Yeah.
Mr. Fantastic.
It's not clear.
It's not clear there. So even it, like all that too, like that aspect of it isn't clear. And it's like, could I do?
Alright,
Could I
I'm
do
off
without
this topic now.
Yeah, we could I do it without. Yeah, we could I do it without. Yeah.
Oh boy. Moving on. Speaking of beefs, Prince Pine and Tavi are friends again. So it seems Prince Pine and Tavi have put their differences aside. The two recently collaborated on a new comedic video, which they shared on Instagram. In the video, Pine and Tavi can be seen in what appears to be a face-off at a boxing match, which in the end actually became a catfight. Spoiler alert. But just last year, in our interview with Prince Pine, he had this to say about Tavi. So, do we have that clip, Kevin?
That brother is a lunatic.
He's misunderstood.
He's not misunderstood by himself.
But it seems like this beef has come to an end. So, thoughts?
Honestly, me never even remember say them did a word.
Right?
Like, it's so far beyond me. Like how when somebody send it to me, I'm like, okay, yeah, like them a cat fight, alright. But then they had to go back. Yeah, we're friends, and I'm like, okay, alright. They made up. Maybe it's just a business thing. Maybe they're not genuinely friends again. Them just do it for to make a video together. But whatever the case may be, good for them. I don't care. Good for them.
I mean, why I made sure to put this in Quick Fix is that people would be quick to broadcast and blast the breakup and not necessarily the makeup. Why?
Yeah.
But
So,
the
they wanna
fact of the
friend
matter
again.
is that Prince Pine the father on our platform did talk about things about Kyng Tavii and my lunatic and all these things. So it just did cool for say it looked like them patch things up here. Me never remember all what go on neither, but then when I saw the clip I said, wait, them two weren't they beefing or didn't they have issues?
Yeah.
So if you see them actually, seem like them put that aside and actually collaborate on something.
That's pretty
that
cool.
cool for see. And yeah, we want it to be say we put it out say yeah, it seems like something that was, it could say, developed somewhat from our platform, even though them did have them beef from before. It seems like there is some peace happening here. That's
But yeah, for how long though? Like
that's the thing, that you never,
Tavi seems like
you
Tavi
can never
seems
tell
like
that
that's
you're
why I
the
call him misunderstood, because he seems like one of those genius that were kind of just
Different.
like sometimes so like them in a them own like special creative world,
Mm-hmm.
and anything and everybody who go against that, sometimes them just have a hard time dealing with humans on a general scale. So that's why I'm like, I'm not trying to say maybe it is genuine and good for them, maybe them sort out them differences, but like I do personally think that Tavi is just this weird misunderstood person. Yeah.
Okay.
Fair enough. All right, moving on. So, a UK publisher to file defense in Bounty Killer lawsuit. So, UK publisher Othman Muclis, is it Muclis or Muclis? I'm going with Muclis. Through his company Jamdown Music Limited has made a formal request for legal proceedings to be frozen in the lawsuit that dancehall star Bounty Killer has filed in the High Court of Justice in London, United Kingdom, to retrieve unpaid royalties. They sent a letter asking for proceedings to be frozen so they can negotiate, said Bounty Killer's former manager Julian Jones Griffith. Bounty Killer is trying to retrieve more than £325,000, that's 60 million Jamaican dollars, in unpaid royalties from Othman Muclis through his company Jamdown Music Limited. The suit suggests that Muclis and his company collected the royalties for the DJ since 2002. However, the sum was reportedly never handed over to the artist. According to the court document, Muclis acknowledged that sums were due to Mr. Price and transferred him the sum of £8,477. Mr. Price received $10,171. the payment part page, the part page 4 of 8 payment, it is not known whether this sum was said to be in respect of the agreed royalties or the publisher's share. So what do we make of this?
He better have my money.
It looks so.
Yeah.
It looks like that's what's happening here. It seems like they'd rather not go through the whole court system.
Yeah.
They make just see what can be worked out. I just hope that at the end of the day that all parties will go them separate ways, being satisfied at the outcome, especially Bounty Killer. Yeah, that if he's satisfied that the money is owed to him.
Yeah, because I was just saying $60 million
JA
is a lot of money.
Yeah.
You know, so hopefully, you know, well, according to the reports, is that Julian Griffiths, the former manager, he was the one that saw the irregularities and brought it to Bounty's attention. And I guess, you know, as he rightly said, that the jam
down
would rather settle it. And I guess that's it, like, you know, paying lawyers. Yes, the $60 million, by the time you get back your actual, well, you know, you count out everything, lawyers probably get half of that,
right?
So, you know, it just makes sense. If they can do it out of court, I'm sure that would be the best for everybody. But maybe, you know, I'm thinking, this is just my opinion, that probably Jam Down probably is in the wrong, because you're like, if we carry this to court, then I'm gonna
negotiate.
Let's negotiate. Let's do it in installments. Maybe do it in installments. I don't know. Maybe that's how they end up setting up things. But you know, like, yeah, artists, and I hope this is a lesson again, as we said earlier. It should be a lesson for everybody to make sure that they do proper paperwork, no fronting, and everything legal and binding in the court of law, on paper, black and white. That's the way to go.
For sure. And that's it for Quik Fix.